Happy Friday. It's Friday when I'm recording this, and it's summertime, so I have half-day Fridays. I have a couple chores to do, and I remembered that somebody under one of my videos said that they like to watch just peaceful plant chore videos. So if you want to hang out and see some plant stuff, let's go. It is definitely overcast here today, so I don't know what the lighting's gonna be like. So this may be like a Seattle tone video.
Okay, so these are the two plants that I'll be tending to today. One is my Peperomia obtusifolia, and the other one is my Jade plant. The Peperomia is just getting way too big for this tiny little pot. When I check the drainage holes on the bottom, there aren't any roots growing out, but it's clearly just overgrowing it. Some of the lower leaves are starting to drop, and it looks like it just needs more space. It's not balanced at all. And this one is my Jade, and I'm going to take and propagate it because it's so leggy because of my neglect over the past year. So I'm gonna chop this down and try to give it a fresh start closer to its base. Okay, here's a look at everything I have. I've got my two plants that I'm gonna be working on today. A soil mixture, the pot, 6-inch pot that I'm putting the Peperomia in. What do you call this? I don't want to call it shovel, a scoop or something to be a little bit easier to work with. And I put down a piece of butcher paper.
And I definitely know this is not the best angle, but I don't have a tripod to put everything on.
I created a little hole in some damp soil so that I can pretty easily transport the Peperomia into the center there and fill in around it.
I've seen people repot in different ways. Some people really like to almost like detangle the roots and really massage it, loosen them up so that they can move into the soil. I found that I have better luck repotting if I just try to leave it as intact as possible so there's not too much shock. Put the plant into the new moist soil, and the roots will begin to spread out and explore on their own without, you kind of ripping through it.
Looking lovely, girl.
And here's the mess I made.
There she is. Okay, so this is my Jade. It is in a candle jar that I drilled holes in the bottom of, and it seems to be doing well in there. It's got a ton of new growth and new shoots, but it's super leggy because of neglect and where I had it before, so I'm looking to cut it down and start it closer to its base so it's not so top heavy and kind of falling all over the place.
Okay, so I have my shears. They are cleaned and disinfected. And I'm going to probably cut each Jade here and here. Here.
You need to leave them out for a few days so that these wet pieces can scab over so that they don't, so that they're not as susceptible for bacteria once they're planted. So this one has two cuts, one here and another here, and I'm kind of hoping that might cause it to branch out in a couple different directions. So I'm gonna have to leave these for a few days to callus on the incision marks, and then I'll have to come back and show you guys what I do. What I did decide to do with these two cut pieces, and I'm not sure that I'm actually supposed to do this, I'm gonna dip it in the root hormone now while the incision is wet and still let it callus, but I'm going to dip that now in hopes that it might actually help with impeding bacteria. Okay, so now I'm going going to leave them for 2 or 3 days to let them dry over.
If you knew me, this would be utterly shocking, but it is not 3 days later, and I just have to get this done. It is over 24 hours later, and I did put the root hormone on there yesterday, so I think it'll be fine. Okay, so here's our little vessel, and I have a chopstick here. I'm going to make 2 holes for the new cuttings. I have heard people say that it will straighten up on its own as it begins to develop roots, but if you like a more structured look, you can stake it too. I ended up staking mine. Okay, that's pretty much it from me. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of a chill video, and comment down below what is your favorite kind of chore. Doesn't have to be related to plants, but I know some weirdos who love doing laundry. I know people like to wash the dishes. I know some plant moms really like repotting. It kind of gives me anxiety. Yeah, let me know for you. What's your favorite kind of chore? And until next time, bye.